my name's Peter Letfus. I'm the keyboardist / acoustic guitarist / singer / wielder of weapons.
Okay. My name is Adam. I am a guitarist / a singer / that's pretty much all I do, isn't it?
I'm Matt. I'm the other guitarist and occasionally a bit of backup singing.
And the epic
Oh,
hat
and
wearer.
of course, yeah, the hat wearer.
Yeah. I'm EP. I'm the token Viking. I play the drums and also sing.
Scott played bass.
Well, we'll start with how we came up with it. We originally a band existed called Life Through Death. That didn't really. It had pretty much. I was in it a little bit towards the end of its
You were
life.
at the rehearsals. And
Nothing really ever happened, and Matt wasn't a part of that. But it kind of died. And we were like, we should form another band with a new name, and so we all were like, okay, let's think of band names. And I came up with Ironstein. Actually, at work, I was working at Pack and Save at the time as a security guard, and just, well, there's nothing else to do. I'm like, oh, you checkout girls should think of names for me. And they didn't actually think of Ironstein. I just came to me, and I'm like, oh no, we should think of like punny names, play on word names. I'm like, Ironstein. Oh wait, that's clever, because it's like the man Ironstein, but it's spelt different, and it's like, we play metal, and it's like iron. And like Stein is like a German thing, and it sounds German. And
isn't it Norwegian for stone? Or
yeah, something.
Maybe it's both.
But it's also like a Stein is like a drinking thing, so that was like the folk and metal and a play on words. I thought it was brilliant, and I floated it with these fine gentlemen here, and then
We all agreed. Oh, I didn't agree, but
not
it was
originally.
majority vote. But I wanted to call us Riders of Rohan. But
But that was copyrighted by some guy named Tolkien. So
we could have Riders of Rohan.
But Einstein works. It's easy enough to say, even if, well, actually it's not. People still say it right. Einstein is common.
I wanted to form a folk metal band. So I was like, hey Scott, we should get Andrew and Pete, and Scott was like, oh yeah, I know this guy called Matt. Oh yeah, folk metal band. And it was pretty much
Adam writes most of the songs, and he always writes these folk metal type music.
yeah.
And so we just kind of went with that because that was the only music we had to start with, was any of Adam's stuff.
Yeah.
And everything Adam writes is
Pretty much.
got that folk
folk
swing
element to it.
type
Yeah.
shuffle feeling.
Yeah.
Folk metal already existed, and that's what Adam was listening to.
Yeah.
And it also reflected, I mean, folk metal as a genre where you're allowed to sing about Vikings and dragons and fantastical sort of things. And we're all, reasonable metalheads. And
Can we talk about dragons?
no, we need to.
Yeah, okay.
We need to. But we have permission to. If we were metalcore or anything else, we could only sing about how emo we were, or how love hurts, or something. I don't know.
How angry we are.
Or how angry we are. But we're allowed to sing about lumberjacks, trolls, and
Mountain.
historical events because it's cool.
Yeah. And I think it's also, for me, it was kind of like, I suppose for me it was the sort of images that I wanted to evoke to people's minds are pretty much well brought about by this style of music. Because, well, if it was hip hop, you'd sort of think of an urban setting or buildings or something, or But with this, it's nice to think of yourself as being in a forest or on a at sea or up a mountain. Besides the fact that it's actually there's a lot of reason to believe that natural settings actually lower your stress levels. So I mean, I suppose you could say this is kind of a stress relieving music. Yeah.
Awesome.
But folk metal really brings those sort of images to mind, which are cool, much better than cars and having donkey with girls or whatever, getting drunk or whatever.
Well, the folk metal in itself, there aren't, as far as we know, any other folk metal bands.
There was another one called the Highlanders, but I think they broke up. And
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So apparently there's a few in Australia. Like there's this folk metal website that some guy found us and added us to, and you go look under Australasia, you're like one of only 6 bands, but in Norway and Scandinavia, those sorts of Eastern European countries, those are
Western
European,
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
side of
yeah,
the
yeah.
country. Western European countries, it's huge, and people,
Eastern European countries.
and people like this, like folk metal over there, and thanks to Facebook and YouTube and things, so random Polish people, random Russian people, random Norwegian people will find us and go, oh, I like this music, yes, this is good. And even to the point of, we're getting apparently played on Polish radio.
Yeah.
I believe there was some talk, even there was a Russian radio, some dude wanted to play us on Russian radio as well, so call that success. We don't see any money from it, and we don't exactly know if it's only him and his mother listening in the basement, but we can still say we are played on Polish radio and maybe Russian radio.
The Dutch website?
Oh, and somebody from Iceland liked our Leif Ericson song. He was like, yeah, he was born in my country. And I was like, oh,
So we've got fans overseas, this is great.
And apparently Brazil, folk metal was quite popular in Brazil and some other Argentina and those South American countries as well.
Oh,
We've got a few from there. So it seems to be from Europe and South America. Seems to be where we're getting most of our, and a little bit from New Zealand.
For centuries to come, they shout.
Well, since
Almost, it's pretty much coming up
2
our
years.
2-year anniversary this month.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Happy anniversary, guys.
I love
2-year
you.
anniversary. Get your hand off my leg.
we should do something from
Get
here.
your leg off my leg.
Comradeship.
How do you say that word? I don't know now.
Togetherness. Camaraderie.
Camaraderie. There we go. That's the one.
Oh,
Is that your answer?
it's just being with mates and just being good.
The moment's passed.
Anyway, thanks, Adam.
It's just being goofs, being ourselves and with mates and doing music. That's fun. That's I think the best thing about it.
Yeah. Certainly.
Oh, sorry.
Certainly in this band, it's a lot more relaxed and a lot less formal. Because it is a new genre of music. There aren't expectations because we're not at like in New Zealand in terms of what we're doing. It's new, and there's not people telling you how to write and what to do and how you should behave. We're not trying to push our image as any sort of band. So we just enjoy ourselves and.
Sorry.
We can sing about all sorts of things. We can insult each other on stage and throw things at each other, and it's fun.
It's fun to perform too.
It's
Fun to make people go. It's fun to make people to turn up at a venue and make people go. What's this?
The performing side of it is also, quite a good aspect of being in a band.
Covers up the fact that we can't play very well.
Well, that's kind of up to me.
Yes.
At the moment, I have no idea what I'm doing next year. Being a music teacher, I need to find another music teaching position somewhere. So if anybody out there knows of anything, let me know.
Close to Hamilton.
Close to Hamilton.
The important part.
Yeah, so the important part is, if this band is going to continue, I need to be close to Hamilton so that I can still come to rehearsals.
Be nice.
It'll be good. So, I mean, if everything does go ahead and I end up in Hamilton or close to, then I don't know, what do you guys
I think we talked about recording will be the goal for next year.
Yeah, so getting some recording down.
Getting an album done.
Yeah, we've got some alright recordings, but they've been for like student projects, and so they all sound quite different from each other. And there's flaws in them because of time constraints, and we haven't really been pushing the band. I mean, I think if we had done what other local bands have done, like really like whoring, getting people to like me on Facebook, check this out, sending it out to people, we could be bigger. I mean, we seem to be popular enough to the people that see us.
Yeah.
But we are quite happy, really, just moving at a snail's pace, perhaps, because things, people find us and like us without us really pushing it too hard. But it would be nice if we had something nicer to give them. Say, yes, we actually have an album or a good recording. Here you go. The stuff that's getting played overseas are those mediocre student produced recordings. So
Yeah.
you know, maybe they'll play more of our stuff if we had good recordings, so we could send them over. And I think that's about as solidified as we are in terms of future direction.
In the distance, I see an approaching.
Well, I think. Yeah, I think perhaps that we sort of have to find another way of approaching. I don't know, how do I say this?
Well, we got to the regional finals, which is great. You know, we consider
Didn't
that
expect
an
to be past the
achievement.
first round.
No, especially
No,
because we are so unique, you know. And that was probably the thing that I didn't really like about this particular Battle of the Bands, was that they were looking for pop music. You know, they were looking for something that we just
Marketable.
that we didn't want to
Not
be.
necessarily pop, I think just more what they might mainstream rock, I
Mainstream,
suppose.
yeah. Well, that's how I use the word pop. But it was a good experience. I mean, we got to play with and for other bands and other people, and you know, some of the critique, I guess, was useful. Like, you know, everyone found us hilarious, and that's great. But they don't have a category for that, so we can't really give you credit for it. Okay. But I just think for us it was like, well, this obviously isn't how we're going to get discovered. You know, this isn't going to work for folk metal, for Ironstein. So, but nevertheless, we can still say we got to the regional finals and Battle of the Bands. Thank you very much.
We got a few gigs in, which wouldn't have happened if we hadn't have gone into Battle of the Bands, and it made us practice a bit more.
Yeah. Come up with some new stuff, so it was good.
So no.
Son of Eric bred the mighty, a man of the Christian God, made his family.
Can I say? I have to tell the story because he was not here for it. Okay. Well, one day we had a gig coming up, so I got home from work. Okay, actually, I think I might have been away from work because I was pretty sick anyway. But I mean, I get a call from Scott on the day of the gig. Pete's got some ear infection, which he cannot stand up. He has nausea. What was it? Vertigo. And so he won't be able to play tonight. Can we? And so we thought maybe we just couldn't play, but no, we ended up playing, and it was absolutely terrible. And it was absolutely horrible. And it was just
Pete sings.
Pete sings. Pete
3 or
plays
4 of the
keys.
songs.
He sings half the songs. He does lead vocals in half the songs, and so we had to quickly learn the words to half the songs.
Learn the words.
And not only that, but I had RSI in my hand, so my guitar playing was like, and my guitar was tuned up really loud, and he was actually playing properly, and his was really quiet. So,
And I think we realised that night how much we actually rely on Peter.
We totally forgot to mic up any of the amps or anything.
So it was really quiet, and they couldn't turn us up because we weren't mic'd up.
On the other hand, I wasn't affected by that at all. You know? I was at home. It wasn't really embarrassing for me.
Well, I did say I have a few choice words on stage. I was like, naughty Pete, he didn't eat his vegetables.
Yes.
He got. That was probably our most embarrassing moment.
Although I think it's pretty hard to embarrass us. I mean, the stuff we do on
tend to
stage
embarrass other people.
would but I mean, it would embarrass lesser mortals, I think. Most of what we do.
Is that because we're a higher state?
Well, we must be. We are above such petty concerns as embarrassment and shame. And it serves us well.
Although it will be good not to play any more bad gigs than bad.
That would be. Well, I'll try not to get sick again.
Yeah, if you do get sick again, we just won't play. Actually, if anybody in the band gets sick, we just won't play.
We can probably do
Really
that.
sick.
We can probably do it without you, Ed.
Yeah. Well, I would be called OK the Lumberjack because I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Wow,
My alter ego.
Dragon Tooth the Mighty. That's me.
Dragon Tooth.
Slayer of Dragons.
I mean, I already had mine, EP the Viking. Or Hans the Troll Hunter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because we have character songs, so you know, I'm Dan Lane's the lonely old troll for one song, but I like the lumberjack better.
Yeah.
And who are you, Matt?
Yeah, I guess it would be
You've
pretty
got
easy for
you've
me.
got multiple
Yeah.
personalities.
I just don't wear any funny hats and I'll be fine.
So now we have the personality of the faceless guitarist.
Just as easy as that. Done.
Yeah.
Have you already answered?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the alter ego.
But
Oh yeah, there was this bloody McGregor thing with it. Alter ego is stupid.
You're more like a David Bowie.
David Attenborough.
Not in the near future. I mean, you can check out what we do have. We've got a fair amount of live stuff now, because we've got some lovely people to follow us around with HD video cameras. But in terms of stuff that we're, you're welcome to go and download it off YouTube or whatever if you want. We haven't got anything.
I have to go find a towel.
We haven't got anything produced just yet that we would be proud to go, hey, buy this.
Yeah, keep their ears out for next year. Next year's what's going to happen.
That's definitely the future, the near future plans. Once we know what this guy's doing, we'll make it happen.
The Christian God bade his family farewell and sought land far to the west. All the raging.
You can come to, not really.
Well, so we've got a 21st birthday at Diggers Bar, a wedding. In the new year, though, depending on when this is being released or whatever, in the new year we are going to be having some more gigs at Biddy Mulligan's. They seem to be good to us, or just where we can find some gigs. But no, if you check out the link to our pages, then you'll be able to keep up to date with where we're playing next, and come check us out. Thanks, Tom.
I want to thank my mum.
I want to thank the Prime Minister, Helen Clark. Not that pretender John Key.
They do have the fans that do like us are pretty
They're dedicated.
devoted.
Yeah. You're like your dad.
And non-family members.
I'd like to thank all of our family members for supporting us at gigs.
Yeah, pretty much.
And just thanks to all the people that do come along and give us a go, because with something obscure like us that looks like us, it can be a bit of a gamble, but we appreciate when people take that risk, and then usually, at least it seems, they like it. They enjoy what they hear and they come back again. So thank you to those people that weren't our family members and came anyway.
What about all your guys' wives and their fiancés?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
For sewing up your shirt.
Yeah. For repairing my my shirt when it gets ripped, which is
Every
pretty much
gig.
every gig. And also just for being cool with being here, practicing, and then being out in pubs playing and
taking your shirt off.
and all the penis jokes that kind of go on here. And I never participate in such. I'm sure.
Of course not.
It's all Adam.
It's all Adam.
What?
Yeah.
And he's the oldest too. You wouldn't know. I mean, this guy's the oldest member of our team, and he is the most disgustingly immature. I'm disappointed.
Oh.
But I love you anyway.
You said the P word on camera.
Sorry. Okay. Well, myself personally,
Boring.
shut up. I probably listen to a lot of old CCM stuff, so Keith Green and probably Carmen in terms of showmanship, and Keith Green in terms of his playing style and singing. Metal sort of stuff. Although I can not play or sing anywhere near as good as the likes of, say, Dio or Iron Maiden, but they're good. They're good musical influences.
And Megadeth, you wrote that song sound like Megadeth.
I did, yes. I seem to write songs that sound like people that aren't usually intentionally sounding like other people, but yes, Megadeth, it's all good.
So, okay. So just name heaps of artists and just
Just
drop
do it.
names.
Do it. Just drop it.
Okay, well, okay. A. Should we start with A? I'm on Armus. I don't know how to say it.
B.
Acuna. Oh, B. Oh, B. Oh, there should be. Oh, Black Sabbath.
Blind Guardian.
C. Candlemas.
D.
D.
Dom Slayer.
Well, he already said the. I'm sure there's a. Oh, Del Riata, the Hungarian folk
E.
metal. E. Interferum Albati.
F.
Flogging Molly.
G.
G. What is that?
Cosmic. Gorgoroth.
No. Couldn't be G. There should be one for G. I feel like there should be one for G.
Gabriel.
I'll probably go home and look in my computer and then like, oh, I'm gonna say that one. G.
Gary Moore.
Gary Moore.
H.
High de Volk, which is a Dutch folk metal band.
I.
Iron Maiden.
J.
Einstein. J. This must be having another.
Judas Priest.
Judas Priest. Yes. J.
K.
K. Is Croatian? No, there's C. Corporate money.
Corporate
money.
K.
L.
Lordy.
Nah. Led Zeppelin, I guess. Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. L. M.
M. Oh, there's Megadeth, Metallica.
M.
Probably. Oh, yourself. Their musical style is like very Metallica. Well, I mean, Lulu was terrible.
Anyway.
I already said M.
N.
Hang on, there's a better
Nightwish.
band for M than Metallica or Megadeth. M. Is there a folk metal band that starts with M?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
No, not Power Rangers. Mitochondria? No, that's.
You've got a minute left on the clock.
No,
Nightwish. No, not Nightwish, but we'll go with it anyway. O.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy, no, fine, you can have that one.
Opeth.
No, you can have that one. P. Proclaimers?
Yeah.
Q. Queen.
Queen, fine. R.
Rammstein.
We'll go with that.
S.
Sepultura.
Slayer.
No.
30 seconds.
S. T.
Teresa's, yes. U.
Uriah
UB40? Uriah Heep? Yeah, you're UB40. No, okay.
V. Van Canto.
Big Hunter. Yeah, Big Hunter. Shut up.
Quick, X.
10 seconds.
X.
I can't think. You guys do it.
Y. Yes. Z.
Zeo.
Z Amigos. Oh.
We made it.